Summer vacation is coming up. You're probably thinking about planning a trip, but how do you budget and fit everything in at the same time? Lynne Bodry Shuman is the author of Travels with Time, and she's here with some tips. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Now, first, you love timeshares. And now, a lot of people out there, they don't know a lot about timeshares. Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, timeshares are a designated place, usually, that you purchase an amount of time so you can go there.
So it's like you purchase a week out of a home.
You
or
can.
A condo,
you can,
like that.
out of a condo, usually. The next step up is that you can exchange that for somebody else's condo someplace else.
So let's say you had a week in Florida and someone else had a week in Ireland. You can swap them.
Yes, you can.
So that's a great way to subsidize trips.
Oh, absolutely. And you do that through an organization that handles those things. So you don't have to do it personally.
You don't have to lift a finger or type anything on the internet.
You lift the phone.
Just lift the phone, no fingers, just phone. Now, you also have some travel tips for us because it's summertime and people are getting those last-minute trips planned.
Right.
But your first one is to plan ahead as much as you can.
As much as you can. And sometimes that isn't possible. But just know that the more planning you can do, the more fun you're going to have after you get there, because that part is all taken care of.
And all too often you can save money too. I know airfares oftentimes, if you do a little bit ahead of time,
you can.
Not a lot, a little bit ahead, you can
and
save some cash.
And a secret with that is I do a lot online, and don't buy the first time, because they'll come back to you later in the week. They'll email back to you with better deals.
It's like buying a used car. They'll always come back to you with another one.
It is, yeah.
Your next tip is to make reservations whenever you can.
Whenever you can. It's easier to find out you don't need them than to show up and find they can't take you.
And the next tip, to make a list of activities that you really want to do so that you don't miss anything.
Right. Or you may find when you get there you have preferences, and there'll be some that will drop off the list or some that will take too much time, and you'll make your decisions, but at least you've got all that information that you know how to make those decisions.
Sure, because the worst thing is getting to somewhere, realizing, oh wow, that's so cool, and then you haven't planned enough time in for it, or it's too expensive or cost prohibitive. Your next thing, which is fun to me, is research restaurants. Now for me, that's the last thing I do. I always just go somewhere and pick restaurants.
Well, and if you're single or one or two, you can do that. It's easy. If you have a family or if you travel with a group, it's not as easy. If anyone has food concerns, allergies, or special needs, you need to know that ahead of time, because not all restaurants are universal in the foods that they serve. It's just easier to do that, and you don't get caught short.
So it's one of those things, if you do a little bit of pre-planning first, you'll be in good shape. Now your last tip, unfortunately we're out of time, it's pack light, have fun, stay flexible. That's important.
Stay flexible. You always have to make some changes as you go. My father-in-law used to say, "Blessed are they who expect not, for they will not be disappointed."
I like it. Yeah, you know, trip, you might get some lemons, but you have to make lemonade.
Lemon meringue pie, dear.
All right,
That's what
let's make
do.
some lemon meringue pie. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.